Hey guys, let's talk about toddler sleep. Before we get into it, a huge shout out to the Charlotte Moms Facebook group for all the recent support and follows. I really appreciate it. I've been told you want to hear more about toddler sleep, and so the next 5+ videos that I post, it's going to be all about toddler sleep. So huge thank you for the support. I really appreciate it, and you've motivated me to post more content, so thank you. Let's start off with the basics during this video, but I'm going to get into importance of routines, discussing difficulty with falling asleep, staying asleep, early morning awakenings, behavioral techniques in subsequent videos. Let's talk about the basics for now. So how do we define the age range for toddlers? Well, for me, it's 12 to 36 months. That's a typical accepted age for toddlers, 1 year to 3 years of age. How much should a toddler be sleeping? Well, it changes as we get older. So at the age of 1 year, at around 12 months of age, the typical expectation for a 24-hour period is between 12 and 14 hours of sleep. By the time you hit 3 years of age, that shifts a little bit, and the typical sleep timing is 11 to 13 hours, again, in a 24-hour period, so a total day inclusive of naps. How often should your toddler be napping? Well, sometime between the age of 12 and 18 months, toddlers typically drop down to 1 nap a day, and sometime between the ages of 3 and 5 years of age, toddlers drop down to 0 naps during the day and just consolidate all their sleep at nighttime. How should you set the timing for naps? Well, my goal is for your child to spend the longest period of being awake between the last nap of the day and before it's time to sleep at nighttime. And so, for example, if you're in a 2-nap regimen, there should be at least 4 to 5 hours of wakefulness before it's time to go to bed at nighttime. If you're down to 1-nap regimen, my goal is to really have that nap sometime around noon, have them awake by 2 at the latest, so they have 5+ hours of wakefulness prior to going to sleep at night. Now, why is there such a range when it comes to sleep timing for toddlers? Well, that's because everybody's genetically different, and it's our genetics that actually determine the amount of sleep that we need. And so I've had, patients in my clinic where both biological parents are high-performing surgeons and they can both get by on very little sleep. Well, chances are their child is going to be at the lower end of that range. They're going to likely be able to manage off of very little sleep. And so I always go by, how the child feels during the day. Do they wake up happy? Do they wake up content? And are they able to make it through the day in good spirits without signs of fatigue? And if that's the case, chances are they're getting the amount of sleep that they need. So it can be a little bit tricky, because it is a range. You don't have to fixate on the number. Fixate more on how your child is doing during the day and how they're performing throughout the day. All right, hope that's helpful. Lots of other toddler videos coming up. Thanks.